Okay, so Friday, July 12th, what we got? 395s right here on the list here. We got Juan Soto. I love this art, man. I really do. I like it a lot. I'm a fan. Soto 95, 95 Crochet. Please give him better pitches because he could actually be solid. And 95 Marcus Semien. That's a weird one because this season's okay so far. Complete Team Affinity faster than ever before with higher rewarding missions. Higher rewarding missions, okay. American League and National League conquest maps, extreme moments, and more. I always like the extreme in there. I think that's an option. Shouldn't be mandatory, but it should help you if you get it done. To help kickstart your journey, complete the 2024 All-Star missions listed first in each Team Affinity program to earn your first 2024 All-Star by playing just one Diamond Dynasty game. Okay, with Braves, tally 1 strikeout with Season 2 eligible Braves players, and you get 12K for that. Oh my God, okay. Oh my God, that All-Star Reynaldo Lopez card is going to be atrocious. And that's to give him a new pitch. He's like 3 pitches. 4-seam slider changeup, I think. Give him outlier or something. Could maybe work. The All-Star Week collection drops alongside Team Affinity and will be your go-to place to unlock more stars throughout the weekend's All-Star events, as well as draft, home run derby, and All-Star game choice packs. We're loading up the rewards so you can earn All-Stars all week. Yeah, this is, loading up rewards, emphasizing on, there's been an emphasis so far, what I've read, on streamlined process and expedited progress. So, like, they want things to be simple, but rewarding. They're really highlighting that it's not going to take you a lot of time to get a lot of cards, which shows they're a bit self-aware, right? They know that the content's just kind of, what do you get? You get a wild card slot. They put that first, which is nice. That's hit harder than I thought it would, in a good way. MLB Futures Skills Showcase winner. That's interesting. Okay. 1 top 10 2024 MLB Draft Pick card. 2024 MLB Draft Choice Pack. 2024 Home Run Derby Choice Pack. 2024 All-Star Game Choice Pack. 99 overall 2024 All-Stars. So does this mean that there's going to be a few cards that are 99s? I would assume that this means that the ones that they're going to pick for the collections are going to be the All-Stars who were like the best players so far through the first half, like Gunnar Henderson, like a Bobby Witt. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be, I'm assuming it's going to be All-Stars who've had crazy first halves, Bobby Witt. But the only annoying part is that they already had they have monthly awards cards, but there will be 99s. A Judge, it should be a Judge, but dude, I'm going to be honest with you, we don't want this to be Judge. Unless they figure out how to, because we want 99s to be well-rounded players. We don't want a Judge who's a DH with low vision. We just don't want that. J-Ram, that would be ideal. Collect your Team Affinity 2024 All-Stars to begin your progress and keep tuning into Diamond Dynasty as new content drops throughout the week to unlock more cards, collection tiers, and rewards. Saturday, July 13th, MLB's Future Skills Showcase is coming to MLB The Show 24. In an all-new card series, 7 participants will be available to be redeemed for free in the show shop by Monday, July 15th, with the winner being featured in the All-Star Week collection. These cards will be an easy way to boost your progress through that collection and will help you make your way towards the 99 overall rewards. It's nice to see a new card series. It's unfortunate we had to wait until the All-Star break for that. I do think they should probably drop more of these earlier on, more new card series. Technically, they did between Hyper Series and Barrier Breakers. It's just a couple, but the problem with those two, with the Hyper Series has no bearing and Standout, but there's been like no Standout cards, and it's basically kind of like a derivative of Breakout. Hyper Series has no impact, like the actual series itself has no impact on the card. It's just a player with a face. And the other one being Barrier Breakers, there's only a few of them, and they're in a pack, and we haven't been able to earn them since the beginning of the game. So that's kind of been the weird spot for us with that. So I'd like to see more like new card series featured in TA. It would be pretty cool. Sunday, July 14th. Following its debut in MLB The Show 2023, the MLB Draft returns to MLB The Show 24. Find newly drafted players in MLB The Show 24 for the first time ever. Just a few hours following the MLB Draft, you can earn the MLB Draft Choice Pack in the All-Star Collection and an exclusive Top 10 Draft Pick player card as we add new tiers of rewards in the collection throughout the week. So they'll put a Top 10 player in the collections. I wonder who they're going to pick. This content's fun. I like the live content. This is West Coasters get a big dub this time around. You guys were up a little bit later. Hall of Fame series. That's a great series too. I like the card art, and actually has a somewhat of an impact on the card itself because you can kind of pick the best from their career in terms of all their spreads for attributes. But again, we've only seen a few. Remember, as you collect more of these players, you will unlock more rewards in the 2024 All-Star Collection. Okay. A scheduled roster update on Monday, July 15th will also feature draftees on their respective MLB rosters so you can add these newly drafted players to your franchise roster. That's a nice quality of life update. In the evening, we will be watching some of MLB's top sluggers hit moonshots, find the Home Run Derby champion, runner-up, and the rest of the participants in the Home Run Derby Choice Pack available in the show shop. You can earn the Choice Pack as a new reward in the 2024 All-Star Collection with a late-night content drop. That's nice. I'm not a huge fan of these because other than the 99 and maybe the runner-up who gets a 99 sometimes, they're usually not worth a damn. But that's just for me. I guess a lot of Hall of Fame and below players can kind of make do with it. So I'm not too mad about that. The only thing I had as a caveat for this, for giving it a good rating, is if you can get one for free. And if you can get one for free, that's fine. Right? I think that's fine. It's one of those rare instances where the bare minimum is perfectly fine. The bare minimum is give us one for free, and that's more than enough. A lot of times the bare minimum does not equal like good. It's usually just a bare minimum, but the bare minimum for them is actually just give us one pack for free, but that's good enough. Anything more than that, it would be superfluous. Yeah, Coco, it's just at the end of the day, like you have to accept, like if you're me, you have to accept that there's going to be certain card series that just aren't going to be good for me as Legend players, and that's fine. That's fine. That's why it's good to have diversity in content in other ways. And that's why I think equipment would be better than captains in this game, because it would allow me to mix and match and make these cards a little better for my taste. Tuesday, July 16th, cheer on your favorite players in the All-Star Game. The All-Star Game choice pack will be loaded with even more 2024 All-Stars who splash under the spotlights, including the 2024 All-Star Game MVP. This is always one of the best cards of the year. They have to it's a tough choice for them, but and they can't really do anything about it. It's whoever wins it. But what you do is if the MVP is someone that's not going to get a good card, or it's going to be tough for them to get a good card because of just whatever happens, you have to include another 99 somewhere. That's good. That's it. What you should do is include in the pack that you can't earn, if there's additional content for this, put a good 99, and then in conjunction with the MVP, another good 99 that you can get for free too. Or 98, that's good. Once again, the pack will be available in the show shop and as a feature reward for collecting other 2024 series players in the All-Star Collection following the late night content update. We want guys, together, we should want this right here, this MVP, to be a 5-tool potential player. Because with 99 as the cap, it's going to be a 99. With that as the cap, you don't have to worry about sacrificing any attribute category. We want that. And then 98s, we prefer it probably to be a corner outfielder or preferably a corner infielder, because you could cut a little off defense and speed and still make him a very good 98. So Elias Diaz was so bad last year. Yeah. I mean, the problem with Elias Diaz is that, well, he has a better swing this year, but the issue with him that I don't like is he's a push hitter, which if you don't know what that is, TLDR simplified. Push hitter means that you have a smaller timing window on inside pitches with less green, and the speeds are faster inside. In exchange for that, you have more time, more green, and a better timing window, more friendly on outside pitches. That's what push hitter means. Most hitters you love are pull hitters or extreme pull hitters. It's just better. Wednesday, July 17th, a fan favorite program is returning. Relive the biggest moments, complete themed missions, and play through the 2024 All-Star Game event. Event goes live Friday, July 12th to complete the 2024 All-Star Week program for exclusive cards. Full stop right here. This is, well, okay, there's a typo there. This is great for a couple reasons. The moments actually are recreations of what happened, which is nice, not just some arbitrary choice. Complete themed missions, so it centralizes around what actually happened. Nice. And you play through the event, which is going live ahead of time, so it will line up perfectly with the cards that come out. This should almost always happen. Sometimes it won't be able to always line up, but when there's a big content drop, you need it for a big content drop to have the cards be eligible in the event. So many people play the event. It's probably the most played mode. So you definitely want that to be the case. Earn a guaranteed rare round choice pack composed of the draft, home run derby, and all-star game choice pack rare rounds upon finishing the program. That is fantastic. I love that. I'll promise you, unless this is somebody that's a fantastic choice and just a rare, you're gonna want one of these two. They're gonna be better cards. It could be someone from here, but you're probably gonna want one of these. Will you add the number 1 overall draft pick, the home run derby winner, or the all-star game MVP to your squad? It's good to have the choice. The second draft pick is earned through a conquest map and its different players. Oh, that's cool. Oh, we got a little sneak peek. 91 overall Joe Mauer rookie card and 90. Oh, there's evolution. That's the evolution. It's Hall of Fame. I love this. Celebrate the National Baseball Hall of Fame class of 2024 inductees, including Adrian Beltre, Todd Helton, and Joe Mauer, in 3 all-new Hall of Fame evolution programs. Releasing after the ceremony, all 3 programs will reward multiple cards, leading to a 99 overall version of the new inductees upon completion. This is fantastic. This is super cool. We've always wanted evolution back, big time, and it's nice to see it done this way. Right? This is the RPG element in MLB The Show that I think is really good and overlooked. Getting a card and being literally rewarded by using them and grinding them up and getting better with them. And on top of that, 5 points get you 5k XP to start. This is good. I like this. And we know this card bangs. This card will be up there with some of the best cards in the game because of a lot of 95s. And then they're going to get the 99 version. Here's my issue with core cards. You want to be careful about giving out core cards because if you give out too many of them on top of the 4 wild cards, everyone's team's gonna look the same. That's the only issue with that. I don't think that's the biggest issue here. We get the 99, we don't care about the 95. I'm just saying, though, that that's good to get because you're going to have to get them along the way. And if you think that this is going to be easy to complete, I got something else to tell you, bro. I would be shocked if you could fly through this shit easily. There's a reason why they give you the 91 at 5, bro. Right? It might just be moments and then missions, dog. I don't think there's anything. I think you're going to have to just play with their card. That's what I'm telling you. I think you're going to log more playtime with these cards than you think. Why haven't they been doing this type of stuff all year? They probably thought that their content that they had was good. I think if I had to guess, they probably thought that they had enough content or what they had was good enough. It wasn't. But these are the two biggest factors in my mind that really, unfortunately, it's a perspective thing that I think crushes them. I think that they think their game is much more replayable and more fun to grind than it actually is. They're relying too much on people thinking that going into ranked and BR and events is a pleasure and a privilege, and it's not. The second thing, I think that their viewing of supercharged cards as content that's daily, as actual content, is an extreme, probably the biggest detriment to them as a company. They operate under the belief that supercharge is content, and we don't even look at it as that, really. And that explains a lot. Because if you think about supercharge as content, it makes a lot of sense for why they go days without content. Because in their mind, they haven't. They supercharge cards almost every single day. That's the problem. Exactly what Scumbag said too. Their development schedule is horrendous, and their ability to audible is just not there. Moving on, MLB The Show in Arlington, Texas. As we celebrate MLB The Show 24, if you're attending, in MLB The Show 24, if you're attending All-Star Week in Arlington, Texas, be sure to stop by the MLB The Show booth for a chance to learn more about current and upcoming MLB The Show 24 content, play games with other enthusiasts, and possibly take home some amazing prizes. All right, that's cool. Looking ahead, more content is heading your way after the All-Star Week. Season Awards returns on Friday, July 26th. It doesn't move me. And Team Affinity Season 2, Chapter 3 releases on Friday, August 2nd, featuring an all-new card series. That's what we need. I just said this earlier. Team Affinity needs more of not repeats. That's cool. I don't like Team Affinity at all, but I like that. This is good. I give this, without just a super early, not concrete B+ to start. We just don't know. We haven't seen any of the cards, But I'll say this. There are two things that matter more than this content drop for the longevity of the game. And one, they can't do anything about, really. And one is, you still interact with the game the same way. It's still ranked BR events. That's a huge core issue that they can't really adjust on the fly. So that aside, the other thing is, how are they going to approach Season 3 come August? If it's just going to be a reset again, they're done. You don't want to, if this goes well, like we think it might, you don't want to fumble the momentum you built here. And if they just stay with the normal season reset back to 89s again, nobody's going to play this game. I will play MLB in other ways. I will do challenge runs, and I will find other content to make within this game that doesn't involve DD, because I personally, I don't have any interest in starting over again. There is no 89 that's going to interest me. I think they rely too much on glitchy BR card names as 89s and fan favorite swings to carry. It doesn't work anymore. It works once. It works for TA1 because no one's going to complain about starting low. Every game you play, you start weak and underpowered. It's just how it is, right? You don't start with a level 100 Rayquaza in your party when you play Pokemon. You just don't. But you can't ask someone to do it 2 or 3 times. Season 3 has to start 97s minimum. I think maybe, but I think this is what you do. And I'll end the video with this, guys. It's the perfect time. We're getting 99s now. You scrap sets and seasons. I know you can't deviate from the plan now, but you can. And I'll tell you why. They already have a boss-like structure with the XP reward path with Chipper, Griffey, and Roy Halladay. You scrap sets and seasons starting Season 3. You let every card be usable, and you start with TA being... unfortunately, if you're going to keep TA, honestly, no. You start Season 3, you scrap Team Affinity, because you're wasting too many of your cards on fodder, your names. Get rid of that shit. Go back to inning programs with 5 bosses, maybe 3, but 5 would be cool. 5 bosses, you earn 3 of the 5, you have to buy the other 2. And you let every card be playable, and you just pick up from the 99s that you would normally be at this time of the year. We get our first 99s in the All-Star break. Stay here. Just move on. Every card's usable. Everyone gets used what they want, and then we continually earn 98s and 99s the rest of the season, rest of the year. Because at least people who enjoy MLB The Show will still play if they can get their team. But the people who still enjoy MLB and still want to play periodically, they're going to give up if they have to restart their teams. That's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. This is if they want to actually make the right move and not sacrifice the momentum that they're going to be building here. But if they want to stick to their guns and just charge forward, No adjustments. Be my guest. That's too much change. They aren't doing that. Look, I'm not going to say what they will and what will not do. We just don't know. Never thought McGuire would be in the game with Sosa. Never thought that they would drop this much free content after what we've seen this year. We didn't think they were going to separate ranked BRN events in the middle of a year. They did it already. We've seen it twice happen already. They separated ranked BRN events. All things that we say they won't do, they've done. In smaller increments, but all I could do is put out ideas out there, and if they operate, with taking any feedback in mind, they'll do it. Because if you just objectively speaking, forget how you feel about sets and seasons and power creep, or either one of those things, forget how you feel. The reality is, right, there are less players in season 2, especially at the start, and they know it. It was season 1, it was Season 2, it was a blanket objective failure. No one will argue with that. Even if you like sets and seasons, you know that this was it didn't hit. There has been no data, no amount, not a large enough amount of positives in season 2 to justify rolling out season 3. There is quite literally not a singular objective upside for restarting in season 3. In season 2, you can make the case that maybe a fresh start will give extra life in the game. What they said it was going to try and do, reinvigorate us and give us a new launch night feeling, it didn't happen. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I thought it might. It didn't. It didn't hit for me. The end of season 1 was just dread, and season 2 was expected boring. You tried it. It didn't work. If they don't change their structure going into season 3, it's going to be the same result, but worse. Because let's flip it around. If you take something that was good and you do exactly the same again, it's going to be less good. Even if it was good, because it's the same thing. That logic is compounded tenfold if it's something bad. If you did something bad that didn't work and you just do it again, it's going to be 8 times worse than it was the first time around.